Hey folks, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to my channel. So thank you, first off, thank you so much to everybody who wished me well. My back is definitely getting better and I I feel like such an idiot because it was my own fault. I mean, I just a quick background for those of you that care. If you don't, then you can skip ahead and we'll do my January completed pages. I'll put some timestamps down in the description below. I've had a bad back since I was young. I was hit by a car when I was a little kid. Again, my fault. I didn't look both ways before crossing the street. And then I had a job where I actually injured it as a teen and didn't tell anybody because you're a teen and you just think, whatever. And it's just kind of been weak, basically my whole adult life. And I know that. And so I usually try and take care and do things properly, but sometimes, I don't know, I get frustrated and I want to get things done quickly and I forget that I'm no longer young. And that was the deal. I had got this 50-pound bag of black oil sunflower seeds to feed the birds. And I was going to take it out of my vehicle. When I bought it at the store, there was a young fellow at the store and he put it in my vehicle for me. But then I got home, my husband wasn't home from work, and I thought, I can carry this over to we have a plastic storage bin on the deck by the feeders, and there's a bin inside that I pour the bag into, or that we pour the bag into, and then I store the seed that way. So I thought, I can throw it onto my shoulder and carry it over there, and that was a bad idea. So there you go. PSA, public service announcement, life hack. If you're in your 50s, don't throw a 50-pound bag of seed on your shoulder, because it probably won't end well. But I know I'm late on my January finished pages, and I apologize for that. Things should hopefully start to get back to a little bit more normal here. I got some adjustments done on my back, and yeah, it's better. I can sit for longer, so hopefully that'll be okay. I did intend, before this happened, I had another video that I wanted to put out next, and it's to do with a swatching project that I've been working on, but I haven't finished the second part, and I have to sit for a long time to do that. So yeah, if you heard maybe in a previous video where I talked about the next video would be kind of swatching and things like that, yeah, I apologize. That will be coming, but this is the next video. Not a lot of pages. It was, by the time I put out that video to say, I'm sorry, I've been gone, I had already been, I think I had injured my back. I'm not even sure, like a week before that. So kind of the last half of January was just not great. And then the beginning of February was, yeah. So these blue tabs here are the ones that I completed in January. The pink ones are ones that I've completed in February. And then just to show you right after I injured my back, that's when I managed to complete. So that, of course, was already done. I colored the windows on these houses, and that was, I think, the week after I injured my back. That's what I managed to complete. Because, of course, we all know that, lots of us color for stress relief, for, if we're anxious, if we're upset, if we're frustrated, we color. Well, I was really upset and frustrated that I had been stupid and injured my back, but I couldn't sit and color. So you'll see in a future video what I did to alleviate the frustration, but we'll talk about that in a future video. But I did complete a few pages before I injured my back. So once again, I have been really working on these snowflake mandalas. I just really enjoy them. I like, grab my glasses here. I like, trying out color palettes. And so we'll take a look here. All of these are done with, or most of them, I should say. The background is usually alcohol marker, as you can see, right? And then for these snowflake mandalas, quite often, if you can pick up, there's some shimmer there. just varying white gel pens, or I use a lot of where it's just white, but it doesn't, it's not glittery. It's usually just this guy here, the Uniball Signo Broad White. I color with it. So I do tend to buy these in bigger packages. So yeah, a lot of that is the white here is just this one. And then there's a little bit of glitter white, which is just, it's out of the Tan Mitt. It's one of those big sets of like glitter gel pens that have all different kinds of colors. But this one is actually glitter white. It's not clear, it's white. And so it goes down kind of almost like a silvery white. But that's in here. I think I used a little bit of diamond stickles. I don't know if you can pick that up or not. Just kind of dotted around here and there. I think inside those little bits there, some diamond stickles. So hopefully you can see the shine. So there's that one. This one. So once again, alcohol marker background. See there? And then white. I think this one I also used some of this, which is the Arteza white acrylic paint pen. And you can buy these in like boxes of 12, so I have a 12 pack of these. They flow really nicely, and this white actually has a tiny bit of shine to it when it's dry. This white gel pen. Not metallic, but just a little bit of shine. This one dries completely matte. So subtle differences, but I don't know, makes me happy. I can tell actually looking at it, there is definitely some of this glitter on there as well. I think there's a little bit of glitter. I don't know if you can see the darker sort of circle there, and then some dark bits here. That looks to me like, actually, this guy here, which is a Pentel Dual Metallic. This is one of the weird color combinations. It's turquoise green, metallic red, and green. But I think that's what I did there, and then kind of bits there. So I can tell just by kind of tilting it, the white Uniball gel pen was in there, and then glitter on the outside. These are the white Uniball, but all this white out here is completely matte. So that looks to me like the Arteza paint pen. Yeah. And that one. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I'm doing this in the daytime, but it's kind of it's snowing actually. Kind of an overcast day, so I have some interior lights on here too, but I was trying to get enough light to pick up the shine. So once again, alcohol marker background, and then all the white lines are a bit shiny, so they're probably this one. This one looks like maybe there is some, so sometimes I throw in some silver too, so the silver sparkle pop, really like that. And the outline there looks like, that looks like this one, which again is one of those Pentel hybrid dual metallic, and this is the blue gray and metallic blue silver. I think that's what some of this outlining is there. So I'm just sort of combining usually gel pens and alcohol markers, and I'm really, I've done a fair number so far. The next page, that one's for February, we'll save that one. Yeah, just really having fun with these. Sort of tilt it so you can see. Now, I also did 2 experiments in here, and I'll show you this one first. This one was the one where I did a whole video, and it was sunset background, or what do they call it? Comedy of errors, you decide. That was this one. So I was practicing and having fun with using gel crayons for the background, and blending so that you had this sort of peachy yellow winter sunset kind of fading into, you know, darker blue and then black. And then I had a stencil that was sort of winter trees. I had this vague idea in my head, but if you, I'll try and link the video below. If you watch the video, it was a lot of me laughing because what I had done was I had covered the entire snowflake with the this guy here, the PBO fluid masking fluid pen, right? And I mean, labor of love, because I mean, it took forever. So all the snowflake was covered in that. Then I did this gel crayon background. But then to get this off, of course, you have to rub. But then I was smudging the gel crayon. It was, yeah. I mean, I tried to save it as best I could, and I don't know if you can pick up on that. So the gel crayons I was using were actually a little bit sparkly. So it was some gelatos and then some, I think there was Tim Holtz, maybe the like the holiday ones in there. And then there might have been, it was one of the metallic ones from King Art. And then, but I think I did, if I remember correctly, I think I fixed the page. And I don't know if I talked about that in the video or not, but it feels fixed. Because the gel crayon was just, it was rubbing off. It's just a disaster. So yeah, we did the gel crayon background, and then the snowflake, I think I ended up coloring with, I think it was this, maybe, you know, just white over top of this background. And then I used some of that Shimmery Goodness, TCW, the Crafters Workshop. I think that's what it's called. It comes in a pot, and that's what the snow is here in the bottom. And then I spattered white ink to make it look like it was snowing. I was doing everything I could to save it because it didn't exactly turn out the way I anticipated. But yeah, so that's that page. Sorry, there's kind of shadows on my desk and struggling with the lighting here. So there's that one. Hopefully you can see everything that's going on there. And then I didn't have a video for this one. So this is kind of, I was kind of on a kick with this. Well, I was doing the sunset background, but then I had this stencil out, and I thought, I'm going to try using this stencil too for something else. And so what did I do? The background here is a black acrylic. It's very shiny. Sorry. Try and tilt this so it's not just shine. Black acrylic marker. One of the brush ones, not one of the ones that you have to activate and pump, but just one of the brush ones. And it works really well for a background. It goes on nice and smooth. And then I think I colored the snowflake first. And again, just looking at it, there's just a variety of white, you know, media that I used on there. Probably this, it looks like. Looks like maybe there's a little bit of the silver sparkle pop on there. Looks like a tiny little bit of blue gel pen. Looks like I threw some diamond stickles on inside here and there. Looks like there might be a silver metallic gel pen, like not glitter, but metallic. Yeah. So lots of silver and white. And then I had that same stencil, and I just laid it down on top. Hopefully you can see that. What if I... Does that help? Not really. What if I do... Hold on one sec. No, it doesn't really help either, does it? Hopefully you can see. So I did the birch trees in the background with, I think it was just a white chalk pastel. And then I did spray this and fix it, which is kind of why the whole page looks kind of shiny, just because the white on top of the acrylic, the black acrylic, wasn't really gonna, you know, stick like the white chalk. So then I just sprayed fix it on the page. But, and then, before I fixed it, I spattered again, just to make it look like there's snow on the page. So I'm hoping you can pick that up. When I'm editing this, if it's really not showing up, I'll insert a picture with hopefully better lighting so you can see. So that's what I did in January in here. So we had just a few kind of just normal, you know, coloring ones up here at the front. And then I did these two with backgrounds back here. And then I had a whip that I had started in December in this, in Rita Burman's Meine Winter Spaziergang. And it was the one with the sunset background. And I think it turned out quite well. So I'm pretty, hopefully you guys like it too. You ready? There we go. Straighten it out my desk here. So the sunset background is gel crayon, and the coloring itself is Pitt pens. All of it, actually, looking at it. Yeah, all the coloring was Pitt pens. And the shading, everything was Pitt pens. I also have, and I'll pick it up so I can tilt it so you can hopefully see, I'm not sure, the little ice cube thingy here, and also the ice that they're skating on. Can you see the shine there? So that, after I did a little bit of shading with Pitt pens, I just went over those with either glossy accents or maybe clear Jelly Roll glaze pen, just so it looks like ice. And then the snow on the mountaintops and the treetops, the snow there, snow on the mountaintops there, I used, you can pick up a little bit of shimmer there, and oh, and a little bit on the trees. It's hard to show shimmer, isn't it? I used this, which is like the Spectrum Noir version of Wink of Stella clear. So that's on the snow. And then I think I used the Jelly Roll Stardust clear over top the star, and then white, some white gel pen. I think the Jelly Roll Stardust, the clear one, I think I used on the stars up in here. Maybe on the smoke there, just looking. There were some other kind of sparkle gel pens that I had on the snowflakes. The windows, after I colored them, I covered those in the clear Jelly Roll Glaze too, so that they'll look like glass. I don't know if you can pick that up. They're pretty small. Yeah. So I like this one. I like the snowflakes. The snowflakes, and I think I talked about this in the video previous to my back injury video, where I was talking about how, you know, my evolution as a colorist and finding it difficult to start a page. I don't often I look at what I've colored and I think, you know, it could be better, and, you know, I could have done that differently, and I just don't have a lot of confidence, I guess, in myself as a colorist. But I'm pretty proud of this one. I think this is my favorite, definitely. The snowflakes, oh, sorry, that's where I was going. The snowflakes are definitely this was, one of the viewers had a wonderful analogy, and it was a music analogy, and I'm a chemistry teacher by trade, for any of you that don't know that. But I also play piano. I'm played since I was a child. I was actually my daughter's first piano teacher. She's gone on. She's done a degree in piano performance at university. So I play piano. And the viewer had sort of made an analogy where, because I was talking about, you know, mandalas, maybe are they real coloring? And she said, you know, if mandalas are, she or he, I'm sorry, I'm not sure which, said if mandalas are your scales and arpeggios, then that's, you know, use them that way. And I thought, what a great analogy. So for those of you who are musicians or who, you know, took lessons when you were a kid, scales, arpeggios, those are the things that they call it technique. And it's the stuff you practice that's usually really boring, but it helps you to get better, to increase your finger dexterity on the piano. It just helps you to get better so that when you go to play your pieces, that technique has helped you to grow as a musician. You can apply that to your pieces. And so she equated, mandalas and what have you to the scales and arpeggios of coloring. And I thought, oh, it's fantastic. I love that analogy. So thank you so much to that viewer who mentioned that. I love that. So yeah, there's my scales and arpeggios. But I do like this. I think I finished this in January. It was a whip in December, and I finished it in January, and I really do like it. I'd like to do this background more, and I'd also like to try it with Distress Oxide. And that leads into maybe the next video you might see after this one. We'll see. But yeah, would definitely like to try that background more. And that was all I managed in January. So we had the Snowflake mandalas and this. You can see the few pink tabs here. I managed a couple at the beginning of February. Like I say, I'm still, what's today, February 9th? Still not quite there, but my back is quite a bit better. So that's it. If you like what you're seeing, consider hitting the like button, subscribing, leaving a comment. All of that helps my channel. Letting your friends know that you found a YouTube channel and they might like it too. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. I hope nobody else decides to pick up a 50-pound bag of birdseed and fling it on their shoulder because it won't end well. And yeah, until next time, folks, take care. Bye-bye.